For another life lesson to you all. Ready, willing, and able to do what I believe God is calling me to do. How y'all doing? I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped and excited. I'm happy to be here with this week's life lesson. I believe this week's life lesson is exactly what we need moving forward, looking forward to coming into a new year. I'm so glad that God has given it to me to give to you all, but I am doing well. I'm doing fine. I hope you all are too, living your best life. That's what we should be doing right now. I don't know about you, but for me personally, this point in my life, at my age, and all of the things that I've been through, and all the effort I put forth to bettering myself and being at the place that I am in my life right now, I just don't have time for anything else but to live the life that I desire in my heart. So I'm excited. I'm excited about my future. I'm excited to see what next year is going to bring to me. I'm excited about seeing the fruits of my labor unfold before my eyes, and the magnificent seeds that I have sown. Watch those things bloom and blossom into what I want my life to become in my future. So I hope you all are or have been planting some good seeds that is going to bear great fruit for you in your future, because that's just how it goes. You know that saying, you made your bed and now you got to lay in it. That's exactly what sowing seeds is. The things that you do in your past is going to have a reflection on what your future is going to look like, whether that is good seeds or bad seeds, or it's going to be whatever you made it out to be. So don't be shocked, don't be surprised when things are not unfolding for you the way that you would like them to. We just have to be mindful of the things that we do on the regular basis. If something needs to change, then that just means we need to evaluate our life, because if nothing changes, nothing changes. So I'm in a process of kind of doing some major adjustments to myself, like not just trying to make things look different on the outside or to my life. I am looking deep down within myself, noticing my flaws, and where I can fall weak, and the things that I need to work on, and the things that are probably some of my major downfalls. I've really been taking some time out to evaluate myself, where I am and where I want to be, and kind of moving myself out of the way. I don't want to be in the way of my own blessings. And a lot of times we could be our own hang up, we could be our own hiccup, we could be our own problem. So you might not want to admit it or not. And self-evaluation is not a easy thing, where you have to look back on yourself and say, you know what, it ain't you, it's me, I'm the problem. Sometimes we can be the problem, and not even a problem or the cause of a situation, or in a relationship or anything like that, but we could be the cause of our own hurt and our own heartache and our own pain and our own suffering and our own just not allowing ourselves to move forward and grow, and we're just stagnant and just not moving forward. And it can be because of us. We can be in our own way. So I'm trying to move myself out of the way. So once I evaluate myself and think about the things that I need to do to alter my life and allow my life to become what I want it to be, it makes me feel good to become a better person. And that's what I'm doing for myself now on a regular basis, is allowing myself to become more and more of a better person every single day. And my world around me blossoms, it blooms, it grows. It's what I want it to be. It's what I need it to be. It's satisfying to me. It's pleasing to me. I can be happy. I can know that now that I am working on myself and not being the toxic thing, and whatever relationship, whatever issue that I'm having, I can feel good about myself because I am working on my toxicity. So a lot of us don't want to work on how toxic we are because we don't even want to take our time out to evaluate ourselves and realize how much we can be the cause of our own heartache and pain and mistakes. And we can point the blame at other people, but I'm telling you, when you take accountability, you grow. Without accountability, there's no growth, there's no elevation. You will continue. We will move to a different state, get out of the relationship, get in a relationship with a different person, and you still are toxic. You're toxic with another person. You're toxic in a different state. You're toxic at a different job. So now it's just everybody else. Everywhere you go, everybody you get in a relationship with, every job you get, and all this. Now it's just everything and everybody. And you still haven't taken time out to evaluate yourself so your situation can, your relationships and situationships or whatever you have going on, just your life period, how pleasing your life is as a whole can be more satisfying to you and the life that you live on a regular basis. See, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that, but I guess you got to get to the point of desperation. And I believe that I have gotten to the point of desperation more than once, because sometimes we don't get desperate enough. But when you get sick and tired of being sick and tired and you like, okay, I'm not going to keep doing this. Like, maybe it's just me. So I'm at the point in my life where I just want to live a satisfying life. I want to be happy for the rest of my life. I am welcoming in some of the best years of my life. I don't care what my past looked like. I don't care what I had to go through or grow through or what I had to heal from and all of those things. I am ushering in some of the best years of my life. So I don't know where y'all at. That's where I am. That's what I want for myself. I want to be in that place. I want to live the best years of my life. Tomorrow was not promised to anyone. I believe that coming out of an old year and going into a new year is the best time to kind of do a reflection on our life and kind of push the restart button and move forward to the life that we desire to live. So take advantage of this opportunity. Don't just say, I want to do this and I want to do that, and you full of a whole bunch of smoke. And then next year come in, your 2022 look like your 2023. Your 2023 ain't look much different than your 2022, and your 2024 ain't look much different than your 2023. And what your 2025 gonna look like? Your 2025 got to look up for you, baby. You don't want to go into 2025 and you going through the stuff that you've been going through in 2024. I know I don't. So I've been working on myself for quite some years now, and I'm grateful for where I am today. But if you haven't even begun the process of your elevation, of your growth, of your happiness, of your healing, then what you doing? What you over there doing? And you just sitting there fiddling your toes and twirling your fingers and looking at everybody else's life, and you wonder why this person is where they are and you can't be where you want to be. You got to do the work. It takes work. It is not going to just come to you because you want it to come to you. It takes effort. It takes focus. You have to focus on the life that you want to live, and it's not, you're not going to find the satisfaction and growth and healing and all those things that you need through external sources. It ain't gonna come by hitting the lottery or being in a perfect relationship. If you want a perfect relationship, then you have to be a perfect relationship person. I ain't gonna say a perfect person because perfect people don't exist. But we want all of this out of another human being. We want more than we are willing to give in return. You have to be what you want to receive, or otherwise it's just not gonna work. So it just takes a whole lot of work. I see a lot of suffering amongst the human race, and some of the issues that people come to me with, and not even their own personal issues, maybe the issues of people that they love that's having a reflection on them. And some people just can't even sleep at night because their minds will not allow them to rest. You just don't know how grateful I am for a good night's rest. I slept so hard the other night, I probably was tired, but my doggone shoulder, baby, I must have been laying on that shoulder because I was like, dang, I must have been sleeping hard. And I sleep good. And that has not always been some stories, because you will have some sleepless nights, I guess, depending on where you are and how well you are able to handle the situations of your life. But everybody should be able to lay down and get a good night's rest. If you can't lay down that night and I'm talking about get up in there, slide and snoring and every dog, you don't even remember falling asleep. And I ain't talking about just because you was tired. I'm talking about because your mind was at ease, because you were able to get a good night's rest. I mean, I feel terribly sorry when people tell me that they can't rest when they lay their heads down at night. I just don't think that that's a good thing at all, and I know that sometimes that can be some of our realities. I may have a sleepless night from time to time, but for the most part, I sleep good every night. And I mean, I sleep good. And it's the place because it's where I am during the day. If something is calling my peace from me, I call my peace back. If something is trying to attack my mind, I take possession of my thoughts. And I think in a way that is going to be helpful to me. Even if it's a situation or a hump that I got to get over, whatever I got to go through, I pray, I talk to God, I meditate. I'm not going to be sitting up there worrying until my blood pressure is through the roof and all that kind of stuff. How you going to sleep at night if you've been worrying all day? It just don't work like that. You have to train your mind during the day so you can have a good night's sleep at night. You can't be worried all day and then expect to have a good night's sleep. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I am able to sleep good at night. But yes, there is an extreme amount of suffering going on amongst the human race. And I can say that because people talk to me a lot. People talk to me a lot, and it's sad to see. A lot of people are not willing to do what they have to do, to step forward and do the work and things that they need to do to minimize their own suffering. So I've been working on me. And I want you to be able to work on you too. But peace and love, kings and queens, and welcome. We have arrived to another week's life lesson. Prepare yourself for a new chapter of your life to begin. I just said, I believe that the end of a year, coming into a brand new year, is a perfect opportunity for us to embrace newness. Ain't nothing wrong with change. There is nothing wrong with change. There is nothing wrong with stepping out of the old and welcoming and new things. I know a lot of people, it's just so hard for some people to adapt to change. And that is just the reality of so many people. So many people, they don't want to change. We get complacent. We get comfortable in our old habits and our old ways. And a lot of times we just do things out of pure habit. It is not benefiting your life. It's not helping you. It's not moving you forward. It's not comfortable. It's not even pleasing to you. It's just simply habit right now. We eat certain things out of habit. We drive us in a certain direction on our way to and from work out of habit. This could be the bumpiest road, the worst traffic. But since you've been going this way for 20 years, this is just the way. You're afraid to see what's going to happen if you change routes, if you change direction. Change is good. Change is good. So I come to the point in my life where I am welcoming and change. And like I said, this is the perfect opportunity, exiting out of an old year and welcoming in a new year. This is an absolutely perfect opportunity to embrace change. So prepare yourself for a new chapter in your life to begin. Things are changing. Seasons are changing. We are changing. We can't help but for things to change anyway. But some people embrace change gracefully, And some people embrace change not so gracefully. Some things change drastically in our lives without anything. There's nothing that we can do about it. Things that we don't even expect to change. We lose loved ones. We go through things in our body, in our health, in our finances, things that we don't even have control over. Things just change. And a lot of people, it's hard for us to adapt to change, but that's living life when you are able to adapt to the changes that goes on around you and just move on with your life and adjust yourself to the change. So I want to be at that point in my life where I am now. I believe I did a whole study on change, and if I didn't, I do. I believe I did. I'm almost positive that I did a study on change. I don't know if I did it here. I might have did it in person before. And never did it on my social media platforms, but it was very good. My message on change. If you want to look for my message on change, look at my YouTube channel, which is True Value Knowing Your Worth on YouTube, or it might be on my Facebook, where you can look up change. But change is always a good thing. We are in a point right now where seasons are changing. It's going from hot to cold, cold to hot. Seasons don't know what they want to do. It's hot right now and it's cold tomorrow, and then it was cold yesterday, and then it's going to be warm tomorrow. So we just have to adapt to change. Some people out here walking around with coats on when the weather is 70 degrees, and some people walking around with no jacket on at 45 degrees because it's just so hard for them to adapt to change. We got to roll with it. We got to roll with it, or it's not going to be very pleasing to us, because you're going to be hot when it's too warm for that winter coat that you got on, and then you're going to be freezing cold because now it's cold and you ain't got no jacket on. We had to learn how to adjust to change for our personal pleasure, for our comfort, so we can live a more pleasing life. I believe that was a great analogy, to learn how to adapt to change, and weather is a perfect way we can practice on adapting to change. So how we decide to change is completely and totally up to us, and it just is. How we decide to change is up to us. We can change gracefully, we can change for the bad, or we can change for the good. Some people just go straight downhill. They don't know how to adjust to the changes in their lives, and some people take their changes and allow them to be stepping stools on their way to their destiny. Some people use change as a tool for them moving forward in their life. So how you adapt to change is absolutely and completely up to you. But before we get into this week's life lesson, we are going to take a few moments for silent gratitude. I must say, this is my favorite part of the life lessons, and it just is. I love to allow myself to be consumed in gratitude because, number one, it helps me. It helps me. It helps clear my mind. It helps make me feel better. It helps raises my vibration, puts me in a better headspace, puts me in a better mood to be able to deliver these life lessons and the things that I need to say and things I need to do, open myself up and allow the presence of God into my life and into my mind. It calms my spirit. It eases my heart. I love being in the spirit of gratitude, and it brings along with it more blessings than we could possibly even imagine. When we allow ourselves just to take a few moments to be grateful. Listen, I ain't saying that you didn't wake up and allow yourself to be embraced and indulged and consumed in gratitude. Hopefully that was the first thing you did when God allowed you to open your eyes this morning, was say, thank you. Even if you didn't say anything else, just simply thank you. Thank you for opening up my eyes. Thank you for waking me up. Thank you for allowing me to be here. But not only when you wake up in the morning and when you lay your head down at night, but all in between. I'm sure that you get things from the time you wake up to the time you rest at night. There's things happening in between that you have to be thankful for. Are you taking the opportunity to say thank you in those moments that you have to be thankful for more than you even know? Just take moments out to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. When I know that it is my time of day, just to be grateful or just taking advantage of an opportunity, like, wow. God, look what you did. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. My eyes is completely open to my blessings, or I just get a big old blessing. And I'm like, God, thank you. I know I ain't the only one who experienced these things during the day. There is so much to be grateful for and to be thankful for. I know that is just not my reality. I know that I am not the only person that realize how much there is to be thankful for, even just in the time span of 24 hours. God was blessing you in your sleep. God was blessing you in your sleep last night. You didn't even realize it. For you to be able to get up and lay down, and for your body to be functioning the way that it needs to function, and when you're able to use the bathroom, and when you can think and you got clothes. That's saying I'm clothed and in my right mind. It's so much truth to that, because some people are not clothed and in their right mind. That is real. That is not just cliche. That is not just a saying. I mean, I heard it a lot. You know, my mother used to say it. Lord, you got me clothed and in my right mind. I'm like, Mom, why you talking about clothed and in your right mind? What else you supposed to be? But once I started living a little, and I recognized that there are people out here that are not clothed and in their right mind. You're like, wow, that's what my mom meant when she said, thank you, Lord, for having me clothed and in my right mind. Because that don't have to be my story. See, y'all think y'all supposed to be clothed and in your right mind. That could be you. Just like it is who it is, who's not clothed and in their right mind. So I thank God for that. God brought that to me the other day. I was like, wow, I'm clothed and in my right mind. That's enough for me to be grateful for. That thing is real. So many people suffer in so many ways that we don't even realize on a regular basis. That is the importance of counting our blessings and being grateful. It could be you. It could be someone in your family. It could be someone that you know. You never know. So just taking time out to be grateful for these things will help your life drastically. God will bless you more for you recognizing the blessings that He places on your life. So if you are one person who have not yet kind of grasp the concept of consuming gratefulness, or just allowing yourself to take in as much moments of gratitude that you possibly can, I strongly encourage you to do these things as often as possible. Not just when you say a prayer of Thanksgiving in the morning, or you say a prayer of Thanksgiving at night, but I'm talking about in the moments in between. You can wrap yourself up in it. You can kick your shoes off and have a whole hallelujah showdown in your living room. You can do it big or you can do it little. You can cry, you can shout, you can throw you on some gospel, or you can just sit down and fold your hands and just say thank you. Don't nobody know. You can be sitting there having a conversation with somebody and allow yourself to have moments of gratitude. Just hearing someone else's story and like, God, thank you. I don't have to go through what I see a lot of people having to go through on the regular basis. Gratitude is important. It is very, very important. So we will get into this week's life lesson, but before we do so, we are going to take advantage of this opportunity. I don't care if you did it already today. I am inviting you and welcoming you to do it collectively with us right now. Lift up the spirit of gratitude. It will make you happier. It will make you healthier. It will regulate your blood pressure because you ain't all worried about what's going on in the neighborhood or in politics or next door or down the street or in the news and somebody got shot and you just worried about things that you don't even have no control over. You sitting there, you safe, you happy, you healthy. Just thank God for the blessings that is around you. And when you take moments out to do that, God will give you more to be thankful for. You are welcoming in the beauty of life when you recognize the things that you have to be grateful for. So let's do that. Let's take a couple moments to do that together, and then we will get into this week's life lesson. Here we go. That's it. That's it. It's quick and simple. It don't take a whole lot to do it. You ain't got to pay for it. It's free. It's free. You can sit right where you are. It don't matter if somebody know you're doing it or if they don't know that you're doing it. It's none of nobody's business. Take time out and be grateful as often as you possibly could. It is going to add towards your life. So we did that. I feel better. That made me feel good in my body. I'm telling you, gratitude is a gift. It really is. So y'all ready for this week's topic? This week we are going to talk about manifestation. God has given me manifestation. I can't even begin to tell y'all. I had me just a good time preparing this message on manifestation. I was around here manifesting and I was like, ooh, this how you manifest? Think about how I've been doing things, just learning about it. I'm telling you, if you take time out just to allow yourself to be educated on something, I'm so glad that I do these life lessons because I get so much out of it. Everything don't even make it to my notes. I take a ton of notes and I deliver these things over to you guys, but just learning about these things is like feeding your spirit. I was like, wow, it took me forever to get through the lesson, preparing the lesson, because I was in here manifesting. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, okay, that's how you manifest? Oh, no, that's what I'm gonna do then. I mean, I've heard the word quite often, learning how to manifest and all these things. I ain't gonna talk too much because I wanna carefully go through my notes, and I wanna be able to be effective in me relaying this message over to you where we can all be on the same page and understand exactly what manifesting is. But I'm telling you, it did something for me internally. Internally, it did so much for me to sit here and do this message on manifestation. I enjoyed it very much preparing this message, and I was like, wow, somebody needs to hear this. Someone needs to hear this message on manifestation, because that's what I want us to do. If we start manifesting right now, okay, this is a plan. I'm trying to help y'all out here. If we start manifesting, and it's November 15th, so we got about, a month and a half left of this year, and we begin manifesting some things right now, maybe by the time the ball drops in 2025, that thing that we got brewing up in our manifestation pot, that thing gonna be coming to a boy. That thing gonna be cooking. It's gonna be hot and ready to serve you up some of whatever you've been asking God for. This is what I believe, along with the feel-good messages, if you have been allowing yourself to kind of take in the feel-good messages in a way that you need to take in the feel-good messages, and then just kind of getting in here with some manifestation techniques, we will usher in 2025 exactly the way we want it to look for ourselves, because we're going to use these manifestation techniques. It ain't nothing voodoo, or I don't know, something that it's spiritual. Manifestation is spiritual. I don't know where it lies as far as religiously is concerned. I didn't even look into it religiously. I'm a very spiritual person. I looked into manifestation on a spiritual level. I have my relationship with God. I don't like talking about my relationship with God because it's personal. My relationship with God is my relationship with God. However you choose to serve the God of your spirit, the God of your heart, is how you choose to do it. I'm not judging you or your religion, or I'm not making this a religious thing. I want us, whatever we do, to add towards our lives moving forward. I'm saying us. Come on now. We family. Let's love. We gotta hang in there for each other. But I want it to be effective. Whatever we choose to do into molding our lives into what we want it to be, I want it to be effective in every way. I want to see your life changing for the good. I want to hear some praise reports. I want to hear how you have been working on yourself internally, changing your thought patterns, your mind, and the way that you view your own life, so you can have good things can naturally be attracted towards you. So in other words, they kind of put manifestation and the laws of attraction come hand in hand. I came across that during this study, manifestation laws of attraction, where you can literally attract the things that you want in life. We put forth so much effort into chasing after things, and we could do less chasing and more attracting. These things will come to you. I attracted some things in my life, now that I think about it. I wasn't looking for certain things to happen in my life. I wasn't dating for a long time, and then I actually started dating, and just allowing myself to date. And I wasn't expecting to be in the relationship that I am right now, but it's more than I could ever ask for. And I believe if I had not did the necessary changes within myself, there's no way that I would have attracted the kind of person that I am in a relationship with right now. There's no way that kind of person would be attracted to the person that I used to be. In all honesty, I had a lot of work to do on myself. I had a lot of work to do on myself, and I still have work to do, and I'm willing to do the work. If that's the prize that I get in return for me working on myself and doing the work internally from within, then it's worth it. It's more than what I could ever ask for. So you will get 3 times more back than the work that you have to do, because by working on yourself, God wants to change you. He wants to change your mind. He wants to change your life. He wants to bless you, but he can't bless you if you a mess. It's so much work that has to be done to us, within us, and we are the only ones that can do the work. It's not going to come from any other way. And if we are not willing to do the work, then how do we expect these changes to manifest? How can we expect so much, but we are not willing to give anything in return? You got to sacrifice yourself. You have to sacrifice who you you used to be. You can't be the same person that you used to be and expecting so much more from God and out of life, and you have done nothing to show that you even deserve these things to happen for you. So this is what manifestation is going to do. It's all mental. Manifestation is mental. I don't want to get too much ahead of myself. I want to follow my notes, and I want to be able to break this thing down, not only for you to understand it, but for me to understand what I'm teaching about too. But it is mental and it's internal. So stop looking outside. Stop looking for the perfect relationship. I wasn't looking for no relationship and got the perfect relationship. I'm not looking to win the lottery, but I'm very grateful and very blessed for what I have while I open myself up to receive what God has to give me. So it's a lot of work that we have to do on ourselves internally. I'm still working on myself. I will forever be working on myself while enjoying my life at the same time. So yes, we're talking about manifestation today. I'm telling you, if you're ready for a good message, if you want to get yourself a pen or a piece of paper, turn your TV off, go somewhere, sit by yourself. I want you to receive what is meant for you to receive. This is probably something you never took your time out to even think about or talk about or kind of put a whole lot of emphasis on, like manifestation. That ain't for me. Manifestation is for everybody. It really is. Manifestation is real and it's for everybody. We create our lives through manifestation. So here we go. What is manifestation? What exactly is manifestation? So manifestation is the bridge between imagination and reality. Yes, I said it. Imagination, that thing that we don't even really think about too much. With my experience being a motivational speaker or author, me listening to lectures and some of the best motivational speakers in the whole entire world, and reading books, financial literacy books, all kind of books, imagination plays a vital role. It is one of the keys to success. Imagination is everything. That picture that you paint in your mind of your life is imagination. It is not immature. It is not childish. Don't be sitting up there talking about, come on, I'm too grown to be sitting up here talking about some imagination. You take imagination lightly if you want to. You will regret the power of imagination, because imagination becomes reality. So that is exactly what manifestation is. Manifestation is the bridge between imagination and reality. So you crossing that bridge from manifesting something into your mind into it becoming your reality. So that is the simplest way that I believe we can all be on the same page with what manifestation is. If I just kind of break that thing down like that, that's exactly what it is. Everything you wish to manifest into your physical world must first be placed firmly in your imagination in order for it to grow. I love that word, firmly. Everything you wish to manifest into your physical world, firmly, purposefully, with intention, not lightly. You have to sit there and wrap yourself up in that thing, in your mind. How will it feel for me to obtain this thing that I want to gravitate towards me so it can become my reality? Everything, when you think about it, everything started with imaginations. Now, thousands and thousands of airplanes fly across the sky on the daily basis for people to reach one place of the world to another place of the world within a span of 24 hours. You can go anywhere in the world. The first airplane started as an imagination. No one believed, I believe it was the Wright brothers. No one believed them. They thought they were foolish. They laughed at them. They made fun of them. How you going to put that metal thing up in the sky? Who told you that that was even possible? They called the Wright brothers two idiots. The Wright brothers is who invented the airplane. From what I know anyway, it goes back to the Wright brothers. The Wright brothers imagined airplanes in their minds. They imagined it in their minds first before they began to take the necessary steps. So you're going to have to take some steps towards allowing your imagination to become reality. It's not going to be you just imagining it and boom. So you have to cross the bridge by taking steps towards it becoming your reality. That, the airplane, so many things that we can think of, inventions and all of those, the things that we use today on the regular basis. All of these things started in our minds, in someone's mind, that the innovators of all of these creations, of so many creations that we use on a regular basis to make our lives simple, as we take these things for granted right now. But they started in someone's mind. They imagined these things, they manifested these things, and these things became reality. So that's how important imagination and manifestation is, because it has such a major impact on the life that us as human beings live right now, today, on the regular basis. So you have to place these things firmly in your mind, place it firmly in your mind, and allow these things to become your reality. So manifestation is always happening, but conscious manifestation is a practice. So we are always imagining. We manifest all day long. We honestly, truthfully do. We manifest when we are not even realizing that we are manifesting. We manifest on the moment to moment basis. That's why it is so important to think about what you are thinking about. Like, think about what you thinking about. It sounds crazy, but if you find yourself, if you find your imagination going too wild west, you better snatch that thing and reel it back in. Like, hold up. Because before that thing becomes my reality, I want to be mindful of what I am manifesting into my reality. So we literally are manifesting from the time that we wake up in the morning to the time that we lay down at night. But conscious manifestation, because our subconscious mind is going to follow the instructions of our conscious mind. So what are you allowing into your mind consciously when you are not sleeping, when you are not dreaming? What are you allowing yourself to think about? Those are the things that you are going to dream about. Those are the things you're going to think about all day long. Those are the things that you are going to manifest into your own reality. So you got to think about what you are thinking about. Might sound a little crazy, but it's real. It's real. It's more real than we give it credit to be. So we're always manifesting. We manifest. I'm just giving you something to think about. We literally manifest all day long. I ain't make none of this up. I just didn't. These are facts that I come across. I study. I take my time out to look into what I'm looking into. Before I put notes together, I come up with my own philosophy through my own experiences. I draw it into a lesson. I deliver it over to you. But I don't make none of these things I make up just straight off the top of my mind. So you have the ability to create the life of your dreams. If we make, what did it say, conscious imagination? If we make conscious imagination a habit, we can literally create the life of our dreams. I'm going to think about this. I am going to manifest this because that is what I want to happen. I want a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for lunch with a cold glass of milk. I'm thinking about how much I'm going to enjoy a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with a cold glass of milk for lunch. I'm going to really enjoy that. I'm thinking about how much I enjoyed it before, and I want to enjoy it again. I'm just using the peanut butter and jelly sandwich for an example. Don't look at me crazy. I think about that thing in my own mind and how much I know I'm going to enjoy it. I manifest it in my own mind, and I take steps to allowing that peanut butter and jelly sandwich to becoming my reality. So we have the ability, more than we give ourselves credit to. We have the absolute ability to create the lives of our dreams more than you know. Some people are living a life of pure hell that is just not very pleasant to them, that things happen on the regular basis that doesn't line up to what they desire in their lives. So why am I desiring one thing and the total opposite is my reality? What's happening right here? What's happening right now? Am I not thinking in a way that is going to allow my desire to line up with my reality? Because that's what we want to happen. We want our desire to align with our reality. And we have to create that. It's not going to just happen just because that's what we desire. We have to manifest that. We have to create our dreams into allowing it to becoming our reality. I hope that when they fly over you, because it's all up to you. It is literally up to you what you are going to manifest your life into. So yes, we have the ability to create the life of our dreams. So our thoughts and feelings create our reality. Positive thoughts manifest positive experiences and vice versa. Negative thoughts create negative experiences. Mindset is everything. I cannot say that enough. If I said it 1,000,001 times, I have not said it enough, because I don't think us as human beings grasp the concept of mindset creates your reality. Thoughts and feelings, because we emotionalize our thoughts. Either way of the field, either way it goes. We emotionalize our thoughts, and the thoughts that we think in our head, it controls our emotions. If you are thinking in a way that's making you feel sad, that's bringing your vibrations down, somebody done got on your nerves, you had a bad day, these bills is piling up, I don't know. Whatever we are allowing to wreck our brains on a regular basis, that's what you're drawing closer to you. Or are you telling yourself that everything gonna be all right? I came to the point where everything gonna be all right. Like, what other choice do I have? I don't have no choice but for everything to be okay. I refuse to allow my mind to be reckoned by problems that I don't have the ability to solve right now. I gotta give it to God and have faith and walk away and trust that that thing is going to be worked out. Because that's what I want for myself in our reality. I don't want it for it not to be worked out. I really want my situation to work out for me in my favor. I really want my kids to be taken care of, safe, healthy, very well taken care. I want my bills to be paid. I want to have a pleasant experience in my life. I want a lot of money in my bank account. So why I'm going to sit up here and think about how broke I am if I want a lot of money? That's not how it goes. You thank God. You thank God for blessing you in the ways that he has already blessed you while you were opening yourself up to prepare yourself to receive what he is going to give you. And you thank him for that thing like he already did it. I'm telling you, that's how we manifest manifest things into becoming our reality. We are allowing our minds to be reckoned with things that is not aligned to what we want our life to look like. And I'm just keeping it real. I can't stand those I'm just keeping it real people. So you keeping it real is allowing yourself to think about what you don't have and the suffering that is taking place over your life, or you gonna call yourself healed before you even healed. I'm healed in my mind. I'm healed in my body. I have peace in my mind. I'm grateful for my life. And you speak that thing over yourself until you can feel it. That's how you allow it to become your reality. I'm telling you, I do it. I do it all the time. I tell myself, even when I don't feel good, I'm going to feel good because I'm not accepting this as my reality because that's not what I want for myself. I speak things that I actually want for myself. That is the only way that you are going to allow yourself to transition from the life that you live that might not be so pleasing to you to the life that you want to live, that you desire in your heart. Oh, this feel good. This feel nice. This is what I really want. This is what I want my reality to be. I knew it could happen. I knew it could happen because this is what I changed my mind for it to be. This is where my thoughts is. This is where my feelings are. I can feel that thing. I want it so bad. I can feel that thing. See, we are not manifesting in a way that it is pleasing to our lives. You can't stop yourself from manifesting and allowing things to becoming your reality. But what and how you manifest is up to you. What are you thinking about? How are you allowing your thinking patterns to go throughout your day? Because that is what your reality is going to be. So we have to think about that. Our thoughts and feelings create our reality. Positive thoughts manifest positive experiences and vice versa. I'm telling you, that mindset piece is absolutely and totally everything. Some say that manifestation is a law of nature similar to the law of gravity, and it works regardless of whether we believe in it or not. So I don't know if there's any scientifical proven studies to back up that theory. It says some say that manifestation is a law of nature similar to gravity. You throw something up in the air, gravity says it falls back down to the ground because that's just gravity. However, the gravitation of the world goes, if you put something up in the air, it is not going to float. Gravity is going to tell it to drop back down. So just as gravity tells something that goes up to come back down, manifestation is similar to the laws of nature, whether we want to believe it or not. So you putting out these negative thoughts and expecting positive things to manifest when it's impossible to manifest anything positive with a negative frame of mind. That's not what nature says. That's not what law says. You have to change your mind from being negative to being positive in order for that thing to work out for you the way that you want it to work out. They say that that's what nature and that's what law says. It is like seed time and harvest. What seeds are you planting? You can't plant an apple seed and expect to grow an orange. If you are planting bitter seeds, you are going to reap bitter fruits. So you have to plant those seeds of positivity in your life, in your mind, so you can manifest positivity in your life. That's the only way it's going to happen. So some of us might wonder why, while I'm doing this and I'm making a whole lot of money, I'm still broke, I'm still miserable, I'm still not happy, I'm still depressed, and I got the wife and the house and the kids and the car and the job and all the things that I asked God for. I still feel empty and depressed, and I don't know what's going on. I just cannot seem to get it together because you ain't doing the work internally. If you want peace of mind, you have to practice peace of mind. Practice positive thinking habits. Get rid of anything that is not serving you well. So this is how we manifest positive things that are happening into our life, by planting those positive seeds in our minds. So whether you believe it or not, whether you accept it as your reality or not, it makes sense to me. Like, it just simply makes sense to me, whether we want to believe it or not. That law of manifestation is going to work the way that it works, whether we believe it or not. So be mindful of what you are manifesting. Be mindful of what you are manifesting. I'm going to say that one more time. Be mindful of what you are manifesting. What are you allowing to go through your mind on the moment to moment basis? Think about what you are thinking about. What am I thinking about? Why am I thinking about that? That's not serving me. That just made my stomach hurt. I don't even feel good now. I got a headache. I done lost my appetite because I'm thinking about how much somebody that worked up my last nerve. Why you letting somebody work up your last nerve? We can't let the actions of other people control how we feel on a moment-to-moment basis. Then we give them power over us. We got to take possession of our own emotions. We got to take possession of our own thoughts. We got to take possession of our own minds. We have to take possession of our own lives. Regardless of what's going on around us, this is your life. And tomorrow is not promised to anyone. And a lot of people left this earth sad, depressed, and miserable because they have not learned the art of taking possession of their own lives, starting with yourself mentally. Be mindful of what you are manifesting. So you must believe in order to receive. Believing plays in a major role in manifestation. You have to believe. You have to believe that that thing that you want to manifest to become your reality, is it possible? You can't just say, well, yeah, I want to manifest this into my life, and then you have a whole bunch of doubts, because that's just going to totally disregard the whole point of you manifesting positive things into becoming your reality. You have to believe that these things can actually become your reality in order for them to become your reality. You must believe in order for you to receive. That might sound cliche. You probably heard it 1,000 times before. What do you mean believe and receive? Try it. Believe in order to receive. It's going to lift your vibration. That spirit of belief is going to lift your vibration. And either way that it goes, is going to bring you closer to where you want to be, opposed to you not believing at all. Some people wonder why they don't have a good relationship with God or a good spiritual connection with their higher being, when they don't even have enough belief in them. We believe in our own way. When we get into a situation, let me tell you how human beings, how we do it. We get into a situation, and the first thing we do, we don't go to God. We don't go to God in prayer. We don't say, well, I know God worked it out for me last time. Even though God worked it out for you last time, that's still not even enough for you to have enough faith that He gonna work your situation out for you again. Just like He did it before, He'll do it again. So we want to lean on our own ways of doing things, and we want to exhaust all of our other options. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to try her, and I'm going to borrow some money from the bank, and I'm going to do this. And when the bank don't give you the loan, and your cousin don't pay you back from that time you loan her some money, and all this and that, then we want to go to God. Well, you should have went to God in the first place. That should be the first thing we did. We don't have belief in God. And we can't get that spiritual connection or build that relationship with God that we want to have. You see different people like, wow, how does that person have such a deep and spiritual and meaningful connection with their higher being? Because they know how to put their faith in God. They know how to rely on God. When that situation comes about, they don't only pray when they need something from God. They stay in constant communication with God. They allow the presence of God into their wherever they are. I was going to say in your house, not only in your house, in your car, at your job, wherever you are. I want God to be with me everywhere I go. I don't want to go nowhere without God. That's how you keep that. That's how you keep your belief open, when you know that you are not alone and you don't have to deal with any situation that life has to bring you. When I got into my car accident, the first thing I thought about was God. I'm like, this must be a joke, because they don't know the God that I serve. I said, I know they ain't playing with you, and because you don't play about me. Sitting up here hitting my car like that, I said, ooh, somebody in trouble. Because I know I have a spiritual connection to my higher being. And no matter how that situation played out, I already knew from the time that it happened that it was going to work out for me in my favor. And that's the kind of relationship and connection that I choose to have with God. Even if it would have went way worse, then it could have been way worse than what it turned out to be. I still choose to put my faith in God, no matter how it goes, because that's where I want it to be. So belief means everything for your situation. If you don't believe that it is going to work out for you and you're good, then chances are it's not. It's not. Because how somebody else going to believe in your situation more than you do? You have to believe in your heart. So believing has a lot to do with the way that you manifest your dreams and the way that things manifest in your life. You have to trust that things is going to happen for you at the right time. Believe with all of your heart. I ain't talking about no little petty belief. I ain't talking about no little minor belief. Or I'm just say I believe. No, don't just say you are going to believe. Believe with your heart. Believe with emotion. Believe with compassion. Believe with consideration for your own situation and for somebody else's situation. I believe that their situation is going to work out for them. When you going to God in prayer, you praying over your own life, pray to God like he already done worked that thing out. Pray with belief. A lot of us have empty prayers that never get answered, because God ain't wasting his time on a prayer that you don't even believe he's going to answer. God answers the prayers of the people that already believe that he's going to answer their prayers. They ain't got time for you. You sitting up here throwing up these empty prayers. You praying to yourself more than you praying to God. He don't want to hear that. Do you believe that God is going to work things out for you? Pray with belief. Manifest with belief. Believe in yourself. Believe in God. Believe in your future. So we have to believe if we want that thing to work out for us. Not believe that you could have lean on your own understanding. Then you can lean on the powers and the things that God can do for you. Believe with your heart that your prayers can be answered and that you can manifest these things into reality. Trust and believe. Sometimes I like that word trust too. Trust that things will happen for you at the right time. And that's something, it's hard being patient. And that's something that we don't like to do so often, but we have to trust that things will happen for us at the right time. Believe with all of your heart. And if you don't know how to believe with all of your heart, practice learning how to believe with all of your heart. Set clear intentions for what you want. Be very specific. And I know I probably mentioned that before with my feel-good messages. We did hopes, we did dreams, we did desires, we did wishes, we did all this stuff. We try to get ready for our 2025. But in all of our hoping and wishing and dreaming and all of this stuff, our desires, we have to be very specific. So we have to set clear intentions. Once. We did once. Do you know what you want? Set clear intentions in your heart, in your mind. Be specific. You can't just be willy-nilly all over the place. I want this and that color and this and that. And this is how I want it to map out for myself. What kind of man you want? What kind of husband you want? What kind of house you want to live in? What kind of car you want to drive? What color you want the car to be? What interior you want it to be? You want your rims to be gold or or chrome or silver or whatever, with clear intentions, and be specific about what you want that thing to look like for yourself. Set clear intentions and be very specific while you are manifesting things for you in your life. So pray, meditate, and write a letter. Prayer meditation is going to mean everything. I pray a lot. I practice meditation. I've been practicing meditation for quite some time. Meditation is not an easy thing to do. It's hard to hold a 2-minute meditation. I'm telling you, you might think it's easy to meditate, but if you don't practice meditation, it is not something that you are just going to say, okay, I'm going to manifest that. You can start meditating whenever you want to begin to practice the arts of meditation, but you gotta stick with it. I'm telling you, you will not get it the first go round. So, but those things are going to be very vital in the process of you manifesting the life that you want to manifest for yourself. Pray, meditate, and write a letter. Write those things down. Make it known what you want. I did a vision board. I keep this vision board by my bed. Do I have this right? I did this vision board has to be at least 5 years old. And I sat down at the dining room table with my children one day, and we all made vision boards. And most of the things on my vision board became my reality. And that is the importance of painting a picture of what you want in your life. So writing these things down, doing things like making a vision board, is allowing things to be from becoming your dreams to your reality. So take time out. Do it with the people that you love the most. Do it with your children, your grandchildren. We got a bunch of old magazines. I collected a bunch of magazines from a few different places that I was visiting, and me and my kids, we had a good time manifesting the things that we want to become our reality by painting pictures of them and putting them on vision boards. So I know this is probably not the first time that you heard vision boards and how effective vision boards can be. I know it's probably time for me to make another vision board, but I do have a few things on my vision board that I want to become my reality. So I said to myself, when a few more things on my vision board becomes my reality, that's when I'm going to make another vision board for myself. But just revisiting my vision board from time to time and going over some of the things that I have on there, it's amazing to me how over the years, a lot of the things that I placed on my vision board has become my reality. I was like, wow, this, that. So do it. Try it. It's a great technique in manifesting the life that you want to live. Matter of fact, that's going to be your homework. Go get you some old magazines and a piece of whatever paper or something, maybe from Dollar Tree or something, and start cutting some things out and picturing the things that you want in your future and putting them on a vision board. It's fun. It is really fun making a vision board, and you will see some of those things become your reality. So writing them down, putting these things out into the universe. Make it known what you want. Make your knowns wanted. Make your wants known to God, to the universe. Put those things out there. Get them from out of your heart, out of your mind, not just as thoughts, or not only as your imagination, but writing things down, making vision boards, things like that is a step closer into allowing these things to become your reality. Gratitude is the most strongest and powerful technique for receiving. Express gratitude for what you want like it is already yours. We did our life lesson last week was actually on gratitude. I don't know about you, But that message on gratitude did something for me. I am still on a gratitude high from last week's life lesson on gratitude. Just getting into that gratitude piece and just allowing some of the things that I learned during my study and delivering of the message on gratitude, some of those things, just allowing them to resonate into my spirit. I'm telling you, I don't know if it did nothing for you, but it did something for me. If you missed that life lesson last week on gratitude, I strongly encourage you to go back and watch that lesson on gratitude. But almost all of the life lessons that I deliver over to you guys has something about gratitude. Gratitude is life. You see, I take my few moments out before I jump into these life lessons. I just went off on y'all, talk about silent gratitude, do our little few moments of silent gratitude before we jump into these life lessons to kind of regulate your emotions, put you in a good headspace, calm your mind, calm your spirit. Gratitude does more for us than we know. But during this study on manifestation, I literally came across this fact is that gratitude is the strongest and most powerful technique in receiving. I did not know that. And receiving and manifesting, expressing gratitude for what you want, like it is already yours. When you are praying, you are asking God to answer your prayers and do the things for you that you were asking Him to do. You thank Him. You thank Him for what He has already done, and you thank Him for what you are asking Him for, like He already worked that thing out for you, baby. Just thank Him, like, wow, because I can feel it. I'm manifesting it. Thank you for even giving me this vision of a beautiful life for me in my mind. This is what I want in my heart and my soul. Sometimes just dealing with people on a regular basis, we undermine what we really want for ourselves. We disregard our wants and our own desires, and even allowing people to treat us in ways that we don't deserve. We don't think about what we really want and manifest and desire for ourselves because of the reality of everything and everyone that is going on around us. But for us to be able to prioritize our own self, our own life, our own future, our own emotions, and put ourselves on that pedestal and allow ourselves to feel in a way that we deserve to feel. You deserve the best, regardless to how these people choose to treat you, whether they think you deserve the best or not. This is what I want to manifest myself for. So I'm going to ask God for this thing like He already did it for me. And I am worthy of receiving this thing. And I'm going to thank Him for giving it to me already. So 2 of the most common challenges that can interfere with manifestation are a negative mindset. I'm telling you, that mindset piece is everything. That mindset, if you don't fix your mind, you can't fix your life. And it takes practice. Elevating your mindset from lower levels of thinking, you have to transition from your old self into your new self mentally. Transitioning from the old you into what you are becoming is most of the process of your life, is that journey of becoming what you are meant to become. I'm telling you, I got to get that book. I know Obama's wife, First Lady Obama, Michelle, she wrote a book called Becoming. Matter of fact, that might be my next read. And it's called Becoming because our whole life of processing our life of what we are becoming, that's most of your journey, getting out of your old negative ways of thinking, getting into a mindset that is going to be more beneficial to your life, and all of those things. So the first one is that can interfere with one of the challenges that can interfere with manifestation is a negative mindset. And the second thing that can interfere with one of the most common challenges that interfere with manifestation are toxic people. A negative mindset and toxic people. Get rid of who and what whatever it is that is holding you back. If people do not value you, if they undermine your dreams, if they don't believe in you, if they negative talk you, if they don't treat you in the way that you deserve to be treated, if you notice that people are drilling holes in the boat while you trying to row it, they trying to sink the boat, those are the people that got to get out the boat. So you got, and that's hard. It's hard to have to face the reality of who's really not on your side. That is such a hard pill to swallow. Trust me, I know. And once you come to terms with that reality and keep your mind on the fact that you want more out of your life and everybody can't go with you, think about what's more important, and that is the life that you desire to live, that life that you are working so hard to manifest into becoming your reality. So get rid of those challenges, which is going to be people, a negative mindset first, and people, toxic people. You have to get to the point where I want too much out of my life than to allow myself to be surrounded around anything or anyone that is not serving me in a way that I need for it to add value or serve me in my life. I'm telling you, it's hard, but it's necessary. It is necessary, and we have to want it bad enough for ourselves. So I'm gonna ask you a question. Are you properly using your power of manifestation? I can't say that I have always been. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be very transparent with you about situations that happened to me. I literally manifested my own demise at a point in my life, my own failure, my own heartache, my own pain, by allowing myself to think negatively in ways that that is not going to necessarily serve me, by me thinking negative about my life, about my relationships, about my body, about my health. And you got hypochondriacs. Now, you know, you can convince yourself mentally into being sick. That's what a hypochondriac is. Oh, something wrong with me, something wrong with me, something wrong with me. Child, ain't nothing wrong with you. You want to sit up there and say something wrong with you until something is actually wrong with you. People really convince their bodies of being sick. That's what a hypochondriac is. You can hypochondriac yourself into having cancer, high blood pressure, diseases, IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. The only known cause for irritable bowel syndrome is restless thinking patterns. So your thinking habits are that restless that you have irritable bowels, and that is a irreversible disease. They have looking into ways of studying what is the cause of irritable bowel syndrome. People call that is one disease, probably one of many, that the only diagnosis of it is the way that you think. You allow your anxiety and your thought patterns and your idle thoughts and your negative thinking habits to be so rapid and just all over the place that literally you cause irreversible diagnosis in your own body. And I know irritable bowel syndrome, if you don't believe me, you can look it up for yourself. I know that's one. I know that our blood pressure, people can raise their own blood pressure. I know there's different causes of blood pressure, but most people, when they go to the doctor and the doctor talks to them about how high their blood pressure is, one of the things that the doctor tell them is like, bruh, you need to chill. Like, you stressed out too much. What are you so stressed? Stress causes high blood pressure, which can cause heart disease, which can cause so many different illnesses, heart attacks and strokes, and all different kinds of things can come from us not allowing ourselves, our blood pressure, to calm down. Just way too much worrying. These things can cause us to have effects in our body that we don't want to have. You don't want to allow these negative thinking patterns to have such a negative impact on your health and on your life. So I'm telling you that that mental thing is going to get in the way of you manifesting your life the way that you want it. And if you are not manifesting in a way that is going to be beneficial to your life and allowing the things that you want to happen in your life to literally be attracted towards you, then you need to think about how and what you are manifesting. So that's my next question. My first question was, are you properly using your power of manifestation? That is up to you to decide the things, the series of events that play out in your life. What's happening in my life? Am I manifesting in ways that is being helpful towards my life? So are you properly using your power of manifestation? And the second question is, what have you been manifesting? What have you been manifesting? So you got to look at your life. What's happening? What's going on? What has happened for you in your past? Think back on your thinking patterns prior to whatever situation happened, the way that it happened in your life. What have you been manifesting? Excuse me. And once you evaluate if you are properly manifesting and what you have been manifesting, then that can kind of guide you to manifesting in a way that is going to be helpful and beneficial towards your life. You want to manifest in a way that it is going to be pleasing to your own life. So think about it. What have you been manifesting? Proper manifestation is about envisioning what you want for your life. What are you receiving right now? That is going to say how you have been manifesting. What are you receiving? What has been your portion in life lately, in your past? What's being served up on your platter? That is going to be the tell-all. That's going to be how you had, that's going to say how you have been manifesting. So if you, I'm not judging you and say, oh, you ain't manifesting right. I'm telling you, I ain't been manifesting right. I have not always manifested right. Now I could think about it. I have manifested properly before, and whichever technique that I used to properly manifest before, that's the only technique that I want to use. That's the only technique that I want to use. But I can think back on when I have improperly manifested and worked against what I want my life to look like. So think about how you have been manifesting. So think about how you would feel if you actually manifested the life of your dreams. That's manifestation right there. So listen, you can do it or you ain't got to do it. But think about it. You can do it right now. You can do it a little bit later. Think about how you would feel if you actually manifested the life of your dreams. Like, wow, it works. I would say start off by manifesting one thing. Try some of these techniques and tools that I am giving you and try to manifest one thing. And if that manifestation thing works for you, I would encourage you to continue to do it. Continue to do it, but just think about it. If you can manifest, say you single, for my single girls and guys out there, and you want that mate that you just want. You want what you want. You want what you want in a mate, and manifest that thing. Think about what you want in a mate. Think about it and see if you can attract that thing towards you. Now, the trick to it is, in order for you to manifest what you want in a mate, there is going to have to be some work that is going to have to be done within inside of you. You have to become what you want in a mate so you can attract what you want. So we're going to do whatever we got to do to manifest what we want in life. That take a few alterations towards your attitude and all of that. And I need to learn how to shut up a little bit. And don't no man want no women that don't know how to shut up. I like to talk. Listen, I like to talk, but when my man is talking, I shut up. I just do. I learned how to shut up over the years. Like most of the time when he talking, I don't say nothing at all unless he asking me something. Most women talk too much. And most men like to be heard. And a lot of women don't like to work on that mouthpiece. They don't like to shut up. Maybe that's why you ain't got no man, because you don't know how to shut up. I'm telling you. So how about we work on for the single ladies out there? Manifest the man that you want, the man of your dreams. Manifest the man of your dreams. I know that's probably a big one, and it's probably like a little process in the making, because there's a couple things that you got to do. You know, you got to work on yourself a little bit. You know, make some little alterations to yourself before you manifest the man of your dreams. But I want you to begin to manifest, and you can start with that. And I'm talking to my guys and my girls. Man, think about it. So how would you feel if you manifested the man of your dreams? Or for the guys out there, for my single guys, or if you manifested the women of your dreams, or the mate of your dreams, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you prefer, no judgment zone. But think about if you manifested what you want in a mate, and that's just what you want for your life right now. That's a good feeling. It really is. That's receiving what you manifested, that thing that you wanted, your own personal desires, what you desire out of a mate, and actually receiving that thing. So feel it, and become it. Become the loving relationship that you want before you receive it. So you can manifest anything by deeply imagining it. So I want you to imagine yourself being in that relationship already, and emotionalizing it, emotionalizing those thoughts into feelings, and it's going to turn into actions. You're going to start acting like a wife. You want to start acting like a husband. I gotta go home to my boo. Like, I don't know what y'all doing, but my baby ain't home. I can't mess this one up like I did last time. I might have messed that last relationship up, but not her, because she ain't them. So I'm going to act like I got some sense with this one. Listen, do what you gotta do. So mindfulness, meditation, and manifestation. That is the 3 M's. I said mindfulness already. I said meditation already. I said manifestation about 155 times already. Be mindful of what you are thinking about on the moment-to-moment basis. Thoughts becomes reality. What are you manifesting? Meditation. Take some time out, clear your mind, get rid of all of the negative thoughts and all the things that are just running idle through your mind, and just don't think about nothing, because that's basically what meditation is, when you just clear your mind of all thoughts. Close your eyes, take a couple deep breaths, and count your breaths. As many breaths that you take, just count them. Breathe in, breathe out. That's 1. Breathe in, breathe out. That's 2. And just allowing yourself to be a magnet to the life that you want. People that have mastered the art of meditation live truly amazing lives. Not because everything in their life is perfect, but those things are not what controls their reality. What controls their reality is what they want to control their reality, not what's going on in their family or in politics or all that kind of stuff that we allow to control our emotions on a moment-to-moment basis. So practicing meditation is going to be helpful. If that's one thing that you can fit into your life, is learning how to meditate. then that would be something good for you to incorporate in your daily lives. Manifestation, yes, taking the smallest step towards your desires increases your chances of manifesting your dreams. So taking the small steps, doing something that is going to bring you closer to your manifestation, something small. We don't realize that it's not the big changes in our lives that make a difference in what our life look like on a regular basis. It's the small, little, teeny things that add up to the big changes in our life. So start doing something small that is going to bring you closer to manifesting your goals and your dreams and your desires and the things that you want in your life. Take the small steps and bring yourself closer to the life that you want. Emotionalize your dreams. Emotionalize. Feel that thing. We emotionalize everything else. We be all worked up and getting emotional about everything else. What's going on on the story, on TV, and watching these shows and movies and Netflix and the news and all that kind of stuff. And we all wrapped up in other people's relationships and getting all emotional and worked up about everything else. Take that same emotion that you use to get all up in everybody else's business and emotionalize your own dreams. Oh, that feel good. That feel good to me, to be able to feel my dreams. I can feel my dreams. Feel it. Emotionalize them. When you emotionalize it along with your imagination and emotionalizing it and taking steps towards it, that is when you are going to allow these things to become your reality. So taking care of yourself, and take care of yourself so you are able to receive what you are asking for, what you are manifesting. I came across that during my study. Prioritize self-care, even if it's only a few moments a day. I know that is one thing that a lot of people do not make time for is self-care. I am the self-care queen. If I don't do nothing else, I will press pause on everything else just to take time out for like 2 hours of self-care a day. And that's every day. I know y'all looking at me crazy. Y'all like 2 hours of self-care a day, y'all. I do. Mental self-care. I take care of myself mentally. If I feel in a way that I don't necessarily want to feel, I stop and I read a book. I start reading a book. I just got finished 3 books, so now I'm looking for a new book. I'll probably pick up Becoming by Michelle Obama. If you haven't read it yet, I heard it was really good. So when I read a book, it takes my mind off of whatever has me upset, and I focus on what's going on inside of a book, whether I'm reading a novel or whether I'm reading something educational. Educational is pleasurable to me. I get joy and excitement when I'm reading something educational. So that's how that's one way that I prioritize self-care. I pamper myself. I fix myself beautiful meals. I stretch. I do some yoga. I massage my muscles. I practice positive thinking habits. These are things that I do for myself to show myself how much I care about myself. Not just physically, but mentally as well. If you are not working on yourself mentally every single day, it ain't gonna work. It's just not going to work, because mindset is everything. Let me tell you something. If the enemy can take power and control over your mind, the enemy can dismantle your whole life. He can pull your life apart piece by piece. Once he knows that you are a weak vessel and you don't have possession of your mind and the way that you think on the regular basis, I got to snatch my thoughts back every single day. I'm not saying people and things or issues are not happening around me. I am not ignorant to what is going on in life and in this world or whatever, but I want to have peace of mind at all times. I practice peace of mind all the time. Peace of mind has become my reality because I practice it every single day. That is a part of self-care. That is one of the biggest parts of self-care. So while you are in the process of manifesting your life to what you want it to be, if you want to be able to receive what you desire in your heart, in your mind, what you want to manifest, you have to be able to be in receptive mode. If you are not physically or mentally in a position where you can manifest the life of your dreams, then you have work to do. So yes, self-care. I should have said that first because self-care is at the top of my list. I love practicing self-care. So manifesting takes focus, time, and commitment, but it's worth it. Start manifesting your dreams now. So I'm telling you, you had to be focused. You had to take the time out to do it, and you have to be committed to do it. I mean, what else you gonna do if you don't? Listen, that's just me. I want to be happy. I'm getting older. I'm not going to be out here just doing a whole bunch of things that is not going to add towards the life that I desire to live in my life. Out here doing for everybody else, making everybody else happy. The whole time I'm suffering, I'm confused, I can't sleep, and I don't have no peace of mind. I'm telling you, depression is real. People go through so many things mentally because of our priorities. So leaving out of this year, going into next year, I want us to be able to put ourselves high on our priority list by kind of thinking about some of these life lessons that I have given to you over the past few weeks. I don't know what I'm going to talk about next. Next Saturday is the 23rd. So I don't have that many life lessons to deliver to y'all. I think my last life lesson is going to be Saturday, December 7th. So I have about 3 more life lessons that I'm going to deliver to you guys, and I'm going to be done. I'm going to be done, especially with these feel good life lessons. Listen, you take it for what it's worth, what is meant for you to receive out of these life lessons. I hope you receive what is meant for you to receive. I know everything is not for everybody. Everybody is not at the place of their life desperation. You gotta be hungry. Who says that? One of my favorite motivational speaker, Les Brown. Les Brown is one of the most famous motivational speakers in the whole world, and that's one of his favorite things. You gotta be hungry. So I'm talking to those people who have come to the point of starvation. And I'm not talking about physical, like hungry, like you need something to eat. No, I'm talking to the people who your back is against the wall and you just can't go any further. You fed up with the way that your life have been going. I want to see something different happen for me. Maybe these messages are for the people who have come to the state of desperation in their lives and they are sick and tired of being sick and tired. You don't want to suffer no more. So if you want things to change for you in your life, number one, it's going to start with the way that you fix things in your mind, the way that you think about these things, your perception on your life, your world, the way that you want your life to play out for yourself. That's all where it's going to begin. We don't just want to dream about having a better life. That's when your dreams go from imagining and dreaming and hoping and just praying and just wishing. When we begin to manifest, that is like taking that leap over into reality. So if you come to that point in your life, like, listen, it got to change. It has to change. I don't have no choice. I can't stay here forever. I gotta go. I have to move. I have to move on. I don't want to do this no more. I want to be happy. A lot of people are just not happy. If that is simply what you want to be in 2025, then just say that. I'm not happy. I want to be happy. That's my New Year's resolution going into 2025 is happiness. Get yourself a vision board and splatter that thing all across your vision board. I just simply want to be happy in 2025. I have not been all that happy in 2024. For whatever reason, you're human. We go through stuff. Sometimes the circumstances of our life, it brings us down. We're only human. We don't got this life thing perfect. We getting it. We getting there slowly but surely. We learning how to pick up the pieces and how to adapt to change and how to teach our children how to live a better life than us and all of that. But we have to be a constant work in progress. So I'm talking to those who want to be a work in progress, to going from where you are, where you have been, and transitioning into what you want for your life. Let's begin to manifest. So it's okay for us to be at the manifestation stage in our life. If I'm just thinking about what we want our life to look like, we have to allow those things to materialize, to become our reality, not just thoughts and imaginations and hopes and dreams and wishes and prayers. We want that thing to become reality. We want to see it. We want to smell it. We want to hear it. We want to touch it. We want to taste it. We want to hug it. Whatever you want to do to it, it's yours. Manifest the life that you want. So that's where we are with that. Listen, I'm speaking this over your life right now. I'm speaking it over your life. This is how I feel. You see how I'm emotionalizing that thing? That's what I feel in my heart. That's what I want for myself. I ain't going to keep just talking about I want this and I want that and that thing is just an empty hope. No, I want that hope to be fulfilled. I want that prayer to be answered. I want that dream to become my reality. I want to manifest that thing into becoming what my life, exactly what I want my life to be. And it's possible. It may seem far-fetched or like how, don't worry about how. Just step into your brand new reality anyway. Walk like a boss. If you want to be a boss, walk like one, talk like one. They pay the cost. You're going to have to do some stuff. It's going to be steps that you are going to have to take to get to where you want to be. So if you're willing to pay the cost to be the boss, then begin to step into your reality by manifesting your life into what you want it to be. So my quote, I do have a quote and an affirmation. I enjoyed that. I don't know about y'all. I'm telling you, God speaks through me, and I enjoy what God has been giving me through these life lessons. I needed that for myself. I needed that because I was like in a state in my own mind, like, okay, where am I with this? I want to make it plain. Is this what I want? Is this where I want to be? Is this where I want to do? I had to like think about some things for myself. And if that thing feel good in my spirit, if that's what I want to become my reality, I want to move closer towards it. And if I'm in my own way of my dreams and my desires and what I want my life to manifest into, I want to remove myself out of my way. Like, come on, you doing too much. Like, you thinking too much into it. You already know that's what you want. Just go after what you want. Do what you want it to do. So many people out here are living the life that they want to live. There are way more people that are living a life that they don't want to live. There is more people living a life that they don't want to live than there are people who are living a life that they do want to live. So we got to kind of even out that number, or kind of make it more people living a life that they desire, opposed to people that are living a life that they don't truly desire. So I'm going to leave y'all with the quote and the affirmation, and I'm going to get on up out y'all face. I want to go to my son, one of my son playoff games. That's what I am preparing myself for in the next few hours. Shout out to my Eagles too, real quick. But yeah, so this is the quote that I want to leave you guys with, and it is from a man named Buddha. So that wasn't his real name, but Buddha founded Buddhism back in like the BCs or ADs or something like that. But Buddhism became the fourth largest religion in the world. So like even still to today, this was thousands and thousands of years ago when Buddhism was founded, and Buddha was the founder of Buddhism. And there are about 1,400 religions worldwide, and Buddhism to date is the fourth largest religion. I believe it's Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, and atheism or something like that is the top four religions. So Buddhism comes in, I think, at number 3 or something like that. But this is what Buddha quoted: "The mind is everything. What you think, you become." The mind is everything. What you think, you become. I'm telling you, that's why I had to put that emphasis on that mind piece so much, because mindset is absolutely everything. What you think about, how you think, manifestation, it all starts in the mind. Manifestation, imagination, your reality, the way that your life plays out on a moment-to-moment basis is a direct result of what goes through your mind on an everyday basis. You're manifesting things and you don't even know what you have been manifesting, what has been going into your mind, because we are thought patterns precede us in walking into our reality. So you're walking into the situations that you're walking into that is becoming your reality because you have already made these things up in your mind. So you're thinking about hurt and heartache and suffering and pain and bills and kids and cars and shoes and dogs and all this kind of stuff, and getting on your nerves, and politics and all this stuff that's going on in the news and on around the corner, and all these things that is just like, oh my gosh, that is number one, is too much, excuse me, for one person to just kind of take on the weight of the world all by yourself. Like, there's really nothing you can do about the things that's going on inside of this world. The only thing that you have the power to control is yourself anyway. So once you learn how to take possession of your thoughts and control the things that go through your mind on a regular basis, you change your world as you know it. So Buddha himself said this: the mind is everything. What you think, you become. So what are you? What have you becoming? Like, what is your reality right now? Or what do you want to become? Because what you want to become, that's what you want to change your mind into, what you want to become. So thank you, Mr. Buddha, for leaving those golden nuggets for us to ponder on. So our affirmation is, I want you to speak this over yourself. Before I tell you this affirmation, we can manifest through affirmation as well. We speak those things over ourselves as if they already are. I am. I know thousands of celebrities, many people all over the world, when I do these studies and I quote famous quotes from famous people, they talk about the power of affirmation and how they contribute their success to affirmation. Speaking positivity over their lives on a regular basis has become a major tool on their way to success. I'm so glad that I always end my life lessons with the affirmation, just give you something to look at yourself and speak over yourself. As I wrote this affirmation down before I delivered it, I put this affirmation into my spirit because I wanted to feel it. So I want you to say it over yourself. Speak these words over yourself, and I want you to feel it and believe it. I am living in prosperity. Say that to yourself. I am living in prosperity. Who doesn't want that for themselves? That is the affirmation that I am going to leave you guys with on this Saturday. Yes. Say that to yourself. I am living in prosperity. My life is prosperous. Everything that I want, need, ask for, and desire is already on its way to me. I am a magnet for everything that I want and need in life. I am living in prosperity. I am living in prosperity. I am living in prosperity. Say it where you can feel it. Put it in your spirit and continue to say that over yourself. Don't you want to live in prosperity? I know I do. Listen. I can't speak for y'all. I can't speak for nobody else, but I want that to be my reality. I want to live a prosperous life every single day. I want my children to live a prosperous life. I want to be a magnet to everything and anything that I desire. I don't want to break my neck trying to get towards it. I want it to gravitate towards me. So I want that to be fixed in my mind. I want to speak it over myself and allow that to become my reality. I am living and prosperity. And I want you to say that to yourself. Speak that over yourself. Place it in your heart. Say it in your mind. Say it until you can feel it, because I want that to become your reality. I am living in prosperity. Don't that feel nice? Just feel it. How would you feel if you was living in prosperity? Wow, my life is just prosperous. Everything that I want and need. I can't even ask God for nothing else. All I can do is say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I am a walking magnet to my own prosperity. I'm talking about the things that I want, my personal wants. That they ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. Not flashy, not doing it for the gram. I'm talking about God answered me. He answered my heart, because everything, the things that I can't even speak about, is automatically on its way to me. I have everything that I can ever even ask for and more. It has become my reality. I am living in prosperity. Allow that to become your reality. So that is it, y'all. Let me get out y'all face before I go real quick. God bless you. Thank you so much. I see y'all. If you jumped in and joined this live, I hope that message on manifestation did that something for you. I hope it gave you something that you just needed to hear. Something that I need to happen for me. I needed to hear something that's going to give me that switch, that changeover coming into the new year. You don't have to wait until New Year's to begin the transition in your life, from your life going to where it is and to where you want it to be. You can begin that transition right now, before the ball drop, before December 31st. You can begin manifesting the life of your dreams right now. So I really do hope that message on manifestation did exactly what you needed it to do. But I appreciate your presence here, whether you watch it now, watch it later, watch it again. I want it to be effective. I want it to help you. So I hope you open yourself up to receive that message in a way that you needed to receive it. But anyway, before I go, let me just shout out my YouTube channel. That is True Value Knowing Your Worth on YouTube. I am over 1,000 subscribers on YouTube and counting. Thousands of videos I already have on my YouTube channel. If you have not like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, please take these moments out to do so. Tell somebody to tell somebody, tell your neighbor, tell your friend, tell somebody you know to watch this message on manifestation if you believe it is going to help them. Share this message with someone. Also, my books are available and on sale. Yes, your girl has become an author over the years. My first book is called True Value Knowing Your Worth, Walking Treasure, Discover Your Hidden Treasures. That's my second book, Feed Your Soul. That is your personal guide to health and wellness for those of you who want to walk into a better healthier journey in life as the new year began. You want to set out some health goals, whatever that may be. You might want to grab yourself, feed your soul. It's going to give you a different perspective on your life, your health, your journey, your weight, whatever you want to focus on. You can focus on it in a way that it is going to allow you to comfortably step into a better health experience with your own life. That is what Feed Your Soul is going to do for you. And my last book is called Religiously, and that is taking a closer look at spirituality and religion. That is my favorite. It gives you a whole different perspective on religion and having a better spiritual connection with your higher being, opposed to what the world wants us to know about being spiritually connected. So you might want to grab Religiously too. But that is it, you guys. I love you. God bless you. Thank you. Begin to manifest the life of your dreams and begin to do those things now. You don't have to wait. You don't need permission. You don't have to tell nobody. You can think about what you want your life to look like, what your life has looked like in the past, and the changes that you want to make. It is all going to start with a healthier and happier mindset. Begin to think about yourself and your life differently in a way that it is going to add more pleasing years to your life. You want your thoughts to be beneficial and alignment in the way that you want to go in your future. Don't contradict what you want your life to look like. Don't work against what you want your life to look like, your hopes and dreams. It doesn't matter who or what is going on around you. You can manifest your dreams into becoming your reality, no matter what that is, no matter how big or how small. You can begin to believe in those things, pray over those things, clear your mind, work on yourself every single day until you become closer to the life that you want to live. So do that for yourself. That is what I'm going to do for myself. I don't know about y'all, but listen, I want to be sitting up somewhere like, don't tell me nothing, because I want to live the life that I want to live. It don't have nothing to do with nobody else. This is between me and God. This is between me and God. Your life and your journey is between you and God. So do whatever you have to do for yourself, no matter what it is, by any means necessary. This person got to go. That person got to go. This thing has to go. That thing has to go. I'm in my own way. Too many things are in my own way. My thinking patterns have been getting in the way. I'm not going to keep doing this to myself. I want to be happier. I want to be healthier. I want to have a better peace of mind. I want to do things for myself. I'm going to begin doing those things step by step. Go ahead and make yourself a vision board. Y'all go ahead and make yourself a vision board. Begin writing some things down. Listen, do what you got to do. Your life is waiting for you. Your future is waiting for you. The things that you want to see manifest into becoming your reality, it's already there waiting for you. It is already yours. You just have to go get it. You have to go get it. You have to allow these things to be drawn to you. You have to attract it, the laws of attraction. So do the necessary steps that it is going to take in order for you to live the life that you desire to live. I want that for you. I really do. I want it for myself, and I want it for you too. So God bless you guys. I love you. Thank you again for your presence here. Look out for more motivational videos. Look for me on TikTok too. Sakira Bay and the number 5 is my TikTok handle. So I'm like all over these social media platforms. I just want to spread the message of hope and let someone know that no matter what their situation is, that does not mean that it is over. There is always hope for you. Your life can be whatever it is that you want it to be. You just have to want it bad enough. I love you guys. In the meantime, you guys continue to stay blessed.